Okay, so all right. So hello everyone. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about uh, artificial intelligence and its application in education. So let's start. But before starting, what exactly is AI and how it is changing, different things in education sector. Let me start with one thing with every which is applied for every technology, or we can say that almost all the new things which come in this world. So we have actually, with everything we have now three kind of what we can call as adopters. So there are few people who, whenever something new comes up, like for example artificial intelligence, people will adopt it very early. Okay, so we call them as early adopters. After that, some people they hesitate, and they are skeptical about it, or they just they are hesitant about like how these things will go, and you can call them as a skeptical or maybe late adopters. And there's a third kind of people who resist these kind of things. They think that whatever existing system is, that is better, so they just criticize it, and they just don't want to adopt it, any kind of thing. So I will not judge any one of them, but we have three kind of people, and it's up to us that what kind of adopter we are going to be for any new kind of technology, new kind of invention, or any new thing which comes up. With AI, there is a huge debate, like how AI is going to be, and is it going to change everything, or is it going to replace several jobs and other things. So it's a very intriguing, and we have to be we have to be cautious while using it, and we have to be utilizing its benefits. So as said earlier also, so just like internet, when internet came, the people resisted it, like people, they few people, they were resistant, and they were hesitant of using internet, and they said that it might be not beneficial for everyone. But we can see now that internet has both advantages and disadvantages, and people are using it in our daily life for different kind of activities. Even you can see that this online lecture is also possible because of internet, and there are misuses of it also. So we have to be balanced while using any kind of technology, including internet, or maybe you can say it for artificial intelligence also. So, so this was a basic theory about any technology, and now let's understand what exactly AI is, and how it can be useful for us in several ways. There are obviously there can be some disadvantages, but we have to be on the positive side while using it. So let's start with understanding it exactly. So for starter, I will not be going to too much of technical things in this session. I will try to just make you understand what exactly AI is, and what are the different components of it, and how it can be used in education sector. So these are there are a few documents, like if you go to this UNESCO website, unesco.org, then you can find this document, artificial intelligence and the future of learning, and they have provided few documents. So you can start reading these things, read these documents to understand what is the global perspective of AI in education. this guidance for policymakers, which I will be, going into a little bit of detail of this document. But other documents are also there, like International Forum of AI and Future Education. Uh, this There was a symposium. There were this and we have some other discussions also, like Beijing consensus on artificial intelligence in education in 2019. So you can go with these documents. I will start with this AI in education, and this is the document. So this is the document. So let's understand exactly what exactly is AI, and what are different kinds of AI, different components of AI, and what components can be used in education sector. So AI is broadly, it contains, or you can say, it there are sub parts of it, like machine learning is a part of AI. It is a, you can say, it is a tool which is used to develop AI based systems. Machine learning contains neural networks and deep learning. So these are the buzzwords today. So you must have heard about machine learning, neural networks, and deep learning. So this is, diagram which shows which that AI is the biggest thing, and machine learning, it is a part of AI, and neural network is a part of machine learning, and similarly deep learning is a kind of neural network. uh, so these are the technologies, but here I will briefly talk about like what are the different components of different technologies of AI technologies. So the first one is natural language processing. You must have used Google Assistant and Alexa and Siri. These systems are based on natural language processing. So they just they can hear your voice, they can analyze it, and they can respond accordingly, whatever you have asked, or whatever you have given any instruction to that AI based system. So these systems are based on NLP, natural language processing, and they are made to interpret texts and speech, and they have built-in system which analyzes whatever you have spoken, and based on that they will give some kind of output, and maybe you can ask to play any song, or maybe you can ask any question or anything kind of thing. So these systems are based on speech recognition. So they interpret text, and accordingly they reply. uh, NLP, just like speech recognition, again this is a system which to identify different kind of words, and in analyzing it. Speech recognition is again smartphones and our AI based personal assistants, just like I mentioned Alexa and other things, they also use speech recognition system. So they uh, use both these features, like NLP as well as speech recognition. So these two are based on, say, our speech kind of thing, and text, speech and text, these two AI based systems. Similarly, there are other systems also, like image recognition, so facial recognition or biometric, and handwriting recognition. You must have gone to passport office, or maybe Aadhaar registration. So you must have seen those recognition systems, and these thing also is a kind of AI technology, because it can be used to develop several other things which can be useful in different ways. Autonomous agents, like game avatars and bots, virtual companies, robots. These are the systems which are programmed in way that they can respond on the basis of whatever instructions they have been given. So these autonomous agents are also part of AI. Effect detection, like for sentiment analysis and other things. I can show you that this there's an example of effective, and there are other things also. So you can see that how the system. So for example, you can see this, they are and trying to analyze this face or expression of these people, and if the system can automatically tell about things like regular engagement applied, listening, reacting, conversational agreement, engagement applied. Even you can just identify that who which people are attentive in a class, or which are not, or maybe some kind of expression like happiness, sadness, and other kind of expression can be analyzed using these face recognition. This is one of the examples. So effectiva, so different systems based on like face detection, your facial expression, your behavior analysis, and it can also refer to sentiment in text. So for example, in Twitter, in your tweets, or maybe your post in Facebook. So these can things can be analyzed using effect detections. I'm broadly talking about AI technologies. I will be discussing how these things are can be used in education. So I will cover that part also. But I'm just discussing what are the broad technologies AI which are there in this in present time. Data mining is just like knowledge discovery from data set. So you have different data repositories, and anyone can get some useful information from that data repository. The banks are using it, credit card companies are using it, different other companies like, so for example, Zomato, Amazon, Flipkart, they are using the data mining to from the database of all the. So for example, Amazon is using all different kind of they are going through different kind of analysis to identify what kind of things people are liking, and what kind of products they are liking, and they vary the prices they or provide you offer in shopping based on all the data analysis. So data based data of all the shopping things and other parameters. So this data mining and prediction is again a part of is a kind of AI technology. Artificial creativity is just like uh, creating something new. So creating a new kind of photograph, music, artwork, stories. These are again a new use case of artificial intelligence. Just like you must have heard about Chat GPT, and a few other tools which can create photographs automatically. So these technologies are there, and you can see these things in this document. The other details, there are a few examples also. For example, natural language processing, this Otter is an example. So if you see that Otter, Otter.ai. So this platform, you can log in, or start for free. Just click on this button, and you can go for discussion meeting discussions, and you can record your voice and here, and you can put it here, and it can read it for you, or maybe it can repeat some text in speech form for you. So this platform is quite useful for educators also. So you can keep your notes here, you can record your audio lectures here, you can go for some discussions with your colleagues, or maybe with your students on this platform. So Auto.ai is a platform which can be used by educators. uh, other speech recognition, you can go for Alibaba Cloud, even Amazon AWS, they also provide speech recognition system. And you can also directly Google, like for example, if you just want to go for, say, text to speech or speech to text, so you can just use any services. Like you can see Google have also this in their cloud, natural leaders, Speechify. So there are other platforms, and speech to text also. So you can see there are hundreds of uh, platforms which provide these kind of services. I will not cover these things in detail. Maybe in future session I will try to cover, but you can just explore, and you will find that it's not that difficult, and you just have to log in and start using the features provided by these platforms. Uh, Image recognition, so you can see Google Lens is there, Wobot is there for these autonomous agents. So you can see this Wobot health, so your mental health ally. So you can go for some chats, and it's kind of personal assistant, and which uses a feature of natural language processing uh, for for just chat kind of thing. I will not recommend that it should be used extensively, but it might be useful in few cases. Okay, so these are few examples of artificial intelligence, and these were the technologies which is there in right now in different domains of life. Now let's understand how these things can be used in education, and there are other different applications. I will just be covering the part which is there in this document. So you can see in this part of the document that there are few examples. For example, educational chatbots. Okay, so you can see you must have heard about chatbots. So chatbots are artificial intelligence based uh, system. You must have seen in banking or insurance or credit card companies. They have this chatbot system. And for example, I guess SBI, for example, SBI, they have Eva, uh, Ila, sorry, Ila. You can see this is a chatbot where you can type your queries, and based on words which you type in your query, this chatbot will try to reply. Okay, so for basic queries which are maybe you can say that frequently asked questions, or which are very trivial in nature, these chatbots can be utilized even in education. So for example, I will talk about like admission assistance, or maybe if you're teaching some subject and you know that these are the common queries which are there, so you can utilize the feature of chatbots to resolve those queries. It cannot reply for all the queries, and it is not, it cannot be used for every kind of questions, but for trivial questions and which are very common questions and which are very frequently asked, you can utilize these chatbots for that. And developing chatbots is not that difficult. Any coder, or there are a few inbuilt features which can be you can download few things and you can create your own chatbots very easily. It's not that difficult. OU Analyze is another example where, yeah, UK Open University, they have designed to predict student outcomes, and identify the students at the risk of failing. So they take data from different sections of the university and different parts, and based on that data, the system tries to predict that whether the particular student is going to fail, or if some kind of assistance is required for that student. So you can see this is kind of personalized learning, or maybe you can see that these things can be utilized to understand a student better, and a teacher, or maybe the administrator, they can make something for those kind of students, or those students by identifying their needs. The other systems are also there, like for example, Swift, by Swift e-learning services in India. They, for e-learning modules, and this is again, they have collected data, and they just kind of interactive things they are providing through this feature. So you can just explore by googling it. And other things are also there. Few other examples are there, so you can just explore like how it can be used in education sector. So the other so what are the main areas where AI can be used? So it can start from, if you talk about the administration in education. So for admission and for as I said, chatbots can be used in admissions, for examination queries, and other areas where you have different frequently asked questions. You can utilize chatbot features. You can use data mining thing, yeah, like based on the data received through, say, different parts of university or college. You can analyze the data, and your policymakers can make some decisions according to that. And it is very useful in assessment, or providing some kind of automated learning. It can be used in few cases. Okay. As I said, it is cannot be used everywhere, but it can be used as a supportive system, where it can lessen the burden of a teacher, and it can provide things in a slightly better way, or in alternate way, you could say. Not better, because nothing can replace a human being, but definitely it can be a supportive system. And some kind of trivial task, and some kind of interactive things, like you can utilize the features of NLP to provide some useful input to the students. I have mentioned this chat GPT. So this site is like chatopenai.com. It has been in news for different reasons. Several people, they have they have welcomed this chat GPT, and few people, they are criticizing it. But definitely, as I said, with any new technology, this question is always there. And you can decide that you want to be on which side. So this chat GPT is again tool which can be used in education. Definitely, there are several questions, and there are several complications in with this thing also. But you can just go for few queries. Like, for example, if you write like, uh, please, yeah, explain the use of artificial intelligence in education. So I'm just asking this question. So you can see this is going to answer your query. So the few things I have covered, and you can see this is taking few things from that document. So you can see that personalized learning, intelligent tutoring systems, chatbots, automatic grading, predictive analysis. So this chatbot is providing this information. Even you can use it for creating some kind of you can ask like, write a leave letter uh, describing uh, on the basis of or write a leave letter for your college. Maybe you can write, you have to articulate your question properly, and it will write different thing for you. Even you can go for like, you can see it, it can do these trivial kind of things very easily. And we have to be ready, like the days are gone, like you must remember, a few teachers, a few teachers from the previous generation, they say that you must remember the table of 13 or 16 or 17. But in my opinion, it is not required these days. You must if you don't remember the table of 18, that's completely fine, but you must understand, or you must try to learn that how artificial intelligence is going to role play, or what are the different kind of new things are there, and you can utilize those tools to solve new kind of problems, and utilize your mind is in different kind of innovative activities, and let these artificial intelligence systems, or other technological systems, to do all the trivial tasks which are there. So you can utilize these feature. Even you can say that few teachers, they may use it for for multiple choice questions. So suppose if I write like create a set of multiple choice questions, create a set of, say if I write set of 10 multiple choice questions on artificial intelligence. Even you can write your topic there. So you can see these things can be done. As I said, definitely it requires human intervention, and you cannot just use it for preparing all the kind of queries and other things, or for every kind of usage. But you must find a balance where how you are going to utilize the power of these differentiated based systems, and how you are going to use it in a positive way. So I would say that taking queries from it and the things, it might be not that useful. I just described like writing a letter, maybe which is a trivial task, and which you can go for it with this system. But creating questions and writing something which requires some creativity and innovation, you must avoid these kind of systems. So this was a basic introduction where how AI is going to be used, and how AI based systems can be utilized in education, and how it can play a role positively in education sector. So if you go through these documents, you may see that why it is important, because there are several problems with developing nations, like gender uh, gender ratio, and enrollment, gross enrollment in different institutions, and vernacular medium of study. So AI based system can be used for for translation services. So maybe you are creating some notes in English, and you want to provide in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, or Bangla. So you can use the AI based systems for that. And this is like a positive usage of these tools. So utilize, first understand what exactly is AI, and then understand what the areas where AI can be utilized, and then go for the positive usage of AI based systems, and provide and use it for, say, personalized learning, and assessment, and other kind of tools. So start using it with some basic things, and then use it in for betterment of education sector. So that's it for this session. uh, I will try to cover few other parts, like had some hands-on session on AI in the upcoming sessions.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikhil. We do not have any questions as of now from the participants, but as and when the questions arrive, we will request you to kindly address them to the discussion forum. So thank you so much for your time today, and we hope that we will see you in the future sessions.